Happy birthday, Uncle Mick. I hope you're being a good boy. Some days aren't so good, right?
That'll be the day. Anyway, Brother Mick, we wish you a very happy birthday. Reflect back on the years, talking about when we were 1937, say. And here's a little picture of us in 1936, 1937. We're off to school. That's you on the end there, tucked under a blanket that Mom made for you. Those were the fun days. Then we jump along here to about 1946. That's you on the end there, Muscle Man. Anyway, that was about the time you and I had the big fight in the out in the wheat field, and I always whipped you, except for that time. And you just kind of took over, and so since then I've had to kind of look up to you a little bit. Anyway, we've always been so proud of you. I always remember the day at the track when I watched you run against the big tall guy on the mile, and he was beating you real good, and you were trailing right behind him, but you came around the last curve there, and for some reason that little guy from he was from Glen and Delma, and he drew a lot of power from them, I think. And he had quite a kick at the end of that race, and he kicked, and he passed that big old tall guy from Frankfort like he was standing still to win that race. I tell you, I was never so proud of my little brother. Those are the years that we had a lot of fun. We smoked a lot of Dad's Prince Albert. You were in on it. We played a lot of ball together. You were always in on that. He was probably the best little shortstop that we ever had. And you always got a good little hit. Not always a long drive, but a hard line drive out to into the field. Those were the fun times. And, of course, smoking Dad's Prince Albert that he left in the can and going fishing. I reflect on those days. Then we get into high school, and I think the last I heard, the police were still looking for you in Marysville because somebody painted the name and whatnot on the top of the water tower. I don't know who it was. I have a sneaking hunch it was old Mick Fakler and his buddy Ray Vincent. Those were the days I remember. And then you went to high school and you met this beautiful little girl. Really, I couldn't believe that you could match up with such a doll, you know, and ended up getting married. You went off to the Army for a couple years, and by doing that was able to go to college. And brother, after college, you went to work for a big company in California eventually. Some of the things you did, went to the moon. I guess the only thing I can say, brother, is I'm awful proud of you, and I'm wishing you and yours a very, very happy birthday. We love you and think of you every day. God bless.